Hey guys, how's it going? Markel here, back with another video. Hopefully you guys had a great day today. So I want to do a Q&A. I got a couple of questions I'm going to try to answer. Again, I don't know everything, but the things that I do know, I'm going to try to provide information for you. And if anybody has any other comments or something they can add to what I'm getting ready to answer, please leave it in the comment section. First and foremost, I would ask you guys to please subscribe, share, and like the video. Okay, so let's get started with the first one, which is grid rules. Now I'm going to do a totally separate video on the grid rules, but I want to answer this first. Okay, so the question was, how does the grid rules help people who are over the age of 50? Okay, so the grid rules are a set of guides that Social Security uses to help people over the age of 50 who have limited education, limited work experience. Okay, so for example, if you are, let's say you're 52 years old, you only worked general labor jobs and you don't even have a high school education, you can qualify for disability based on the fact that you have limited work experience because you've only done general labor, and you don't have any type of education. You don't even have a high school diploma, and you're over the age of 50. Those three things, when you go to the grid rules on Social Security website, they have a chart there. You follow the chart. It gives you all the information from your age to work history to education, and then it brings you down to a certain formula. If you fit into that formula, you can use that formula in your argument as to why you deserve disability. That's what lawyers do, okay? But everybody's not going to qualify that way because, just like I said, limited education, limited work history. If you got 3 college degrees and you worked as an electrical engineer, you have far more education and work history than what I just described. So not everyone is going to fall into that category, which is why people who are over the age of 50 sometimes get denied versus people who have limited work history, limited education get approved. Okay, hopefully that information helps you out. Okay, now let's get to this one. This is one that I think veterans sometimes get confused on, and that is, I'm 100% P&T. Why am I being denied the housing grant? Why am I being denied the auto grant? Why am I being denied the clothing allowance? Okay, now I know that there's a huge age gap between some of us, and I know that some of us are more computer savvy than others. But here's what I would say to you guys, okay? Just because you are 100% P&T, whether it's scheduler, meaning on the number, or TDIU, that does not mean you are entitled to every single grant or every single program the Department of Veterans Affairs offer, okay? You still have to qualify. When it comes to the housing grant, the easiest way to tell whether or not you qualify is that most people who qualify, if not all, are getting some type of SMC award. If you're not receiving any type of SMC award, okay, chances are you don't qualify for the auto grant, the housing grant, and a bunch of other programs out there that's like, what's the other one? The temporary housing grant, the infrastructure grant. There's tons of them out there, but just being 100% does not mean you qualify for every single thing. The easiest ways I can tell you before you go put that application in to see if you qualify, many different ways. One, you can call the 800 number, 1-800-827-1000, and ask them, do I qualify for the housing grant? They're going to give you an answer real quick because they can look directly in your claim file they can go to the benefits section that you can see yourself on eBenefits, and I'll get to that in a second, and it will pull up everything you qualify for. And again, most of the time, if you are not in the SMC category, you're not going to qualify for it, majority of the time. Now, there have been mistakes that have been made with veterans qualifying for a disability, and I tell you guys all the time, read your award letter. Don't just get the money and get happy and you off, and you've been entitled to this benefit for the last 20, 30 years and you didn't even know it. You always read your award letter. You always go through it. You always make sure everything you're entitled to, you're being awarded. Okay? Now, the second way, eBenefits. You can go to eBenefits. There's going to be a column on your left. If you go all the way down that column till you see the word benefits, click on benefits. There's going to be a window that opens up in the middle. Those are all the benefits that you are entitled to. So if you have nothing there, you're not entitled to anything else. People like myself who are on SMC, K, L, S, whatever it is, you're going to see a whole bunch of different categories of things you still qualify for. It's going to show that you qualify for SMC-L, aid in attendance, in my case, SMC-K for loss of use. It's going to show the auto grant, the adaptive grant. It's going to show the housing grant. It's going to show voc rehab. It's going to show the GI Bill. Everything that you're entitled to is in that box. And you can click on whatever it is to get more information. But if you don't have any of those things on eBenefits, or they tell you in the 800 number that no, you don't qualify for any of that, it makes no sense to apply for something you're going to be denied for. Okay, guys? So I don't want to make it sound like I'm being harsh or I'm trying to be critical of people who ask these questions. All right, guys, so hopefully this information helped you guys out. Any other questions you guys have, please leave comments below. And until then, guys, I am out. Peace.